Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back at the 3D printer again here today because spring is springing and Easter's coming. So we're making some Easter decorations. We've got some stuff that we're working on to sell in the Etsy shop. So we've got this little peep design. We've got these little articulated carrots. These are cute. Some little decorative eggs. And then we've got these little bunnies here that we're working on, which we've got a few of those printing on the plate right now. And then these eggs, surprise eggs, that we'll put like some of this stuff in. We'll put an egg and a peep or a carrot and a bunny or something in there. And yeah, these are pretty neat. Printing two pieces, and they're a little bit troublesome to work with because the supports have to support so much of the lip on them that they're kind of messy to get apart. And for some reason they're also printing, like half the time they print kind of weird. I got a couple of them over here. You can see there's a bunch of the eggs, and here's a couple of bases we've already cleaned out. Couple eggs that are put together, but sometimes they print this weird lip, and I'm not quite sure why it does that. Let's see if I can get this in focus. Yeah, you can see that edge on there. When it first prints, it's not quite right, and then when you try and screw them together, it doesn't fit. So I've ended up with a few bad ones of those that are in the bin over here. Had that weird lip on them, and they couldn't screw together. And then we also tried printing this ball decoration, but I don't know what happened. The white just totally fell apart on it. If you can see that, that's pretty cute. But yeah, the white just turned into string and spaghetti. Didn't work. So we'll try that again later. That was our first test print with the colors we had, but we ordered some new colors that are more pastel for these Easter decorations. So we got to clean up some of these, get them ready, clean the supports off of the eggs, and then we'll have a few of those, maybe half a dozen of those with various different things. I'm running low on this yellow. As you can see, I printed a whole bunch of yellow. So I think I'm gonna have to do some more of these peeps in maybe pink or purple or something, some other color. Because I might have enough yellow to do one more peep, but that's about it. These bunnies are super cute, but they I have to print the eyes separately and then glue them on, but it works pretty good. And the eyes only take a minute or two to print, but then you gotta glue them in place. I got a whole bunch of parts for the bat bombs that we gotta clean up, and we're working on some cruise ducks for a cruise we're going to pretty soon. So yeah, a bunch of stuff going on at the 3D printer. But we got to get some of these things cleaned up and ready to put up on the shop. So to clean these up, that's that bad one, so we'll chuck that. I have to print another pink one. I think I'll do these yellow ones because we've got a couple of good bottoms here. Break out the center support in there. And these break away pretty well. They're not too bad. And if there's a little bit of leftover support in there, it's not a big deal. These don't have to be pristine inside. But then getting these edge supports off cleanly is not super easy. It leaves a lot of pieces behind that you gotta cut off with the X-Acto knife or a razor blade or something. Sometimes you can just pinch them off. But I'd like to find a better way to support these, that I didn't have to do this, because this adds a little bit of work to these. And the bases are even more of a problem, especially with that misprint problem that I'm getting. But that, I mean, the majority of it comes off pretty well, but you can see there's a lot of little bits still left over that need cleaned up. And then, of course, fitting them together for the first time is a little tough. This spot in particular, these pieces of support get down in here underneath that lip for the screw part, and they really need to be cleaned out with a X-Acto knife. Sometimes you can get them to pull out with just some pliers, but it's not that easy. And then cleaning it off the rest of the way with an X-Acto blade, trying to get those little pieces out. They're not the easiest to work with. And it is in there, man. I'm telling you. But then once you do get it cleaned off enough, you can take one of these bases and try and work it onto the threads. And that one went on pretty quick. And then they tighten down, but you can see where you need to shave it down a little bit because it leaves a pretty good gap. And they don't quite fit perfectly. So this needs some cleaning up. We'll clean those up and get them ready. So we've got a bunch of eggs. I've got two tops, one in that kind of blue-green and one in pink, that don't have the bottoms because the bottoms didn't print right. So I think we're going to try and print a base, and I think we'll do the pink so that we can get some other stuff done in pink too. I'm going to do some of these peeps, I think, in pink. Alright, so I'm going to show you how we're making these little cruise ducks for this carnival cruise that we're going on. The duck itself, I grabbed a model. I mean, I'm not selling these, so I just grabbed the model that I liked and split out the eyes and the bill so that I could print those separately. So I got the little bill is separate, and then you got a couple of separate eyes too. One for the right and one for the left. They're actually like the same, pretty much. They're pretty interchangeable. And then those I just glue into place. There's a hole in the duck. I don't have one that's unassembled, so the bill slides into the hole, and then there's little holes for the pegs for the eyes. Glue those in, and then the tail was the tricky part. So that was made. I modeled the whale tail from Carnival, and then I had to split it into a bunch of pieces and carve those out of the whole model. So you got the red piece, the white piece, and then the blue piece. Because I don't have an AMS to automatically change the filament, I had to print them all separately, and then I gotta clean them up, cut off all the support material, file them down a little bit, and then glue them together. And then you get an assembled tail like that with the colors. So we're printing a bunch of these. I've got some that need tails. Put the bills and the eyes on them already. A few in yellow. And then I made one in purple. He's already got his tail on him. Oh, and then yeah, I forgot. I took the original model, the whole tail, and just cut that out in the back of the duck, and then the tail itself slips right into the back, and then you glue it in place right there. But we'll put together some yellow ones. The yellow ones that I have here, and we're probably going to print a couple more colors, maybe green, and I think another purple, because the funnel actually has red, white, and blue. I don't want to do any ducks in red or blue, so we did yellow, we'll do purple, green. Oh, I don't want to do an orange one either, because the bill would be orange. Maybe we'll do some Easter colors, since we're going to be going on that cruise close to that time. Maybe we'll do some pastel-y Easter colored ones. So to clean up this support material for these pieces is not simple. I mean, it's so close that this stuff does not want to come off of here. You can see that it just, it leaves all kinds of junk on here. And so I end up having to cut it away with an X-Acto blade and then file it down with the file. It does really not want to come off. It's very attached, especially on this white filament. I don't even know who makes this. Oh, 3D Hojor, which is pretty good stuff, but it still needs a bunch of work. And same with the blue pieces. These are a little bit better. There's actually some support there that you can get a hold of, and if you're lucky, get it to peel off. But that surface needs to be nice and smooth and clean, because they have to glue together. This would be a lot easier if I had an AMS. Our bunnies are done printing on the plate. They're pretty stringy. You see these strings are holding them all together. So we'll have to clean those up. But we'll put pink filament in here, and then do a base for that egg. And probably print a couple, try and get one good one. And then do some peeps too. So here's our plate of bunnies that we printed. We're done with those. So we are going to change up to, let's save this file. Save project. Cute bunny named. We gotta print some eyes for those, but first we're going to, come on, save. we're going to get those peeps. And then we're also going to add some eggs. We're going to do the peep, chicks. I don't think I saved this at the right size, but we'll see. Maybe we'll pull in the eggs. And then I think I'm also going to add a couple ducks, if I've got room on here. And do a couple of ducks in that pastel pink. I need to add an egg. Screw together egg, bamboo. I've already adapted this file. All I need is a base. But we can get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. We're going to try printing 2 of these. And hopefully the odds will be in our favor and we'll get one that's good. And then we're going to add a duck. And the ducks are here. Yes, that looks better. There's way too much stuff in here. That one we don't want. This one we do want. That's not going to work. We're going to have to discard this and open the ducks first. No, I don't want to save it because I've got this all messed up. Discard the value. The duck has some very specific settings on it for supporting the duck body. So I got to pull that model in. Should be that one. Right? That doesn't look right either. Why isn't that in the right position? Open, discard. I gotta find my duck. No, that's it. I must not have saved it. That's a bummer. Alright, we're gonna have to work this out so I can print a duck, an egg, and some peeps. So for this duck body, I've got to tilt the body slightly so that I can avoid having to have supports in here in the eyes and in the opening for the bill. So that was why I had to modify this duck and tilt his position slightly so the supports are just underneath. So now we've got the duck set up. We're going to have to import the egg shell and the peeps. Let's find our Easter shiny. Let's see. Where's Easter? There it is. Easter. So now we'll import the eggshells, and these are going to be a little bit different quality because this duck, I'm printing at 8mm to make it a little bit better quality. But now we can get rid of these other egg parts we don't need. Print a couple of those. And those will be fine. We'll move this duck. Now let's put some peeps on here. Now I gotta find the small peep. Here's our small peep. So we'll put peep on here. Make a few of these. Make 3 or 4 in total. There's a peep. There's a peep. Here's a peep. Get rid of this one. Get him off the plate. So now we've got our plate ready. Maybe we'll do another duck. If we can fit another duck on here. I think we can fit a duck here. Move a peep. Move a peep. Move these peeps. So I'll have some pink peeps, some pink egg bases. Hopefully one of these will print okay. And a couple of ducks. Let's slice that and see what it says. And hopefully we'll have enough of that pink filament to print all this. And everything will print okay. This filament, this pastel filament is not the best. I don't remember what it is. I got it off of Amazon, but it is, it's not great. It has some issues, but it works okay. End up getting a lot of waste, like I said, for the egg parts especially. But I think I think most of that problem is the design of the egg, which is fine, whatever. I didn't design them. I just downloaded it from, the Bamboo Lab Maker Mart. All right, so this is going to take 8 hours, but it looks good. I think we'll be okay. Hopefully nothing will go bad. And we'll start that printing. Send it. All right, so that's away to the printer, and we'll go and check on that in a little bit. All right, well, looking at these egg bottoms, I don't see any flaws, so it looks like they're printing okay. You may end up with a couple of good ones. So we'll just let that thing print away. Alright, those are done. Except that I forgot to put fuzzy skin on those peeps, so they're kind of smooth. Unlike this one, you can see that one has like a rough texture on it. I might have to reprint these with that fuzzy skin. But our eggshells look good. I don't think any of those got messed up. Edges look good on that. Oh, weird. I know there's a seam there. What happened? but those should be good. All right, well, very exciting. It's the end of the day, but we just got an order for a bunch of these Batman style magnetic tracking pucks. And I had listed that I had 3 in stock, but I really only have 1 made. So we're gonna set these to print overnight. So we gotta go to Bamboo Lab, and we just changed out the filament, and now we're going to prep these. Let's see, where are we at with this? This was, oh, see, yeah, we finished printing that. We don't need to keep that, but we're gonna open our tracking pucks. No, don't need to see that. So we need to go to our Batman tracker. This one is the, which one is it? To Bamboo, I think it's that one. So we gotta start these printing so that we can ship these out on Monday. We'll see how long it'll take to print these. And also get a response. The logo that I put on them, it only takes like a minute to print a logo. So whatever color they want on the order, he said he wants them in black, but I'll double check. Right, these look good. These look good. So we'll print 3 of these. We'll slice the plate, see how long it takes to print these. I have 1 made with the magnets in it. And we will see what these ones. I gotta make sure I check all these settings and make sure they're good. I think this is the last plate that I printed that had 3, because I had 3 of them and I've sold 2. I have 1 more in stock. But I said I had 3. He ordered all 3 of them. All right, let's check these. I have the holes for the magnets. They are indented to fit. We'll check our quality. 8mm high quality. Yep. So these are set to go. This will take 6.5 hours. Perfect. So they'll be ready by morning, as long as nothing goes wrong. I haven't had any problem printing these, so hopefully this will work out fine, and in the morning we'll have 3 more to send out. And then we'll verify with him tomorrow what color logos he wants, and we can print those in a couple minutes. And I've actually got a couple stored up. I've got some yellow, some gray, and I think a couple of black. So we'll get these ready and going. But that's great. Another sale on Etsy. Yeah, that print that I did last night failed. It was all spaghetti this morning. So we're reprinting them. And so far it's looking good. Hopefully these will turn out okay. And I've got 3 bases and 1 lid, so I only need 2 lids. and we'll be okay. And one of these actually already has magnets in it. This one already has magnets, so I just need to put magnets in this one and this one and get 2 good lids, and then find out what logos he wants. Got a bunch of them in here. I think I have black, gray, and yellow. But when those are done printing, we'll get them prepped. Press those in there, make sure they're good and tight and glued in place. I put a pretty thick piece of cardboard on the other side to make sure that it doesn't mar up the front of it. Protects it. So I messaged the customer just to verify that he wanted black, and he hasn't gotten back to me. But we'll go with what he ordered, and then these will go on here like that. I had one base already that was bad on that one. Look at these. See, you can see that misprint. Not really sure what happened. I had it lifted up like that. That happened, and then the other ones, the lids just turned into spaghetti. Look at that. Big huge mess. But these ones looks like they came out good. Looks nice. Not too many flaws. These all look pretty good. I don't know. And the rest of these, see that one lifted there too. I don't know what's going on. My heat bed is not the right temperature or something. This one looks good. No lifting on that one. So we'll hang on to this one. Maybe put some magnets in it. Alright, so we got those tracking pucks done, all put together and packaged up and shipped out today. So those are on the way to that guy. And we can get back to our Easter stuff that we were working on. But on the printer right now, we've got a prototype for a smaller version of the smoke bomb. Had a guy who ordered one. It was a little bit too big for his cosplay utility belt. He was asking if we could make it smaller. So I got one printing on there that's just a little bit smaller. Looks like it might fit. Just doing a prototype, all the pieces in black, and I'll just glue it all together and send them a picture and see if that looks like it'll fit. But we've still got a little bit of work to do. We finished all the Easter stuff. The eggs are all done. We've just got to get our pictures taken and get that posted up on Etsy. And we've printed some more ducks that we need to put together by the end of this week, because we're leaving for our cruise next Monday, week from today. And yeah. But that's it for this round, and then we'll be out for a little while till we get back to the 3D printing and see if we want to. I've been thinking about maybe doing some St. Patrick's Day stuff, but I haven't seen anything out there really inspirational, but we'll get the Easter stuff going. And then I got to clean up all the parts for those other smoke bombs, for the regular sized ones, because we printed a whole bunch of parts for that, and we need to get those cleaned up and ready to go in case anybody orders some. But that's it. We'll catch you next time.